I'm really enjoying Piers trolling these libs. He got Don Lemon to go into complete collapse mode. What an embarrassment. Play the clip.
If you had a do-over, would you say that again? I mean, what led you to say that?
Piers, let me just say this. I'm going to answer your question, but just so the audience knows, and I hope you don't cut this out. When I asked you what subjects you wanted to talk about, you know what you said to me? You said, I want to talk to you about freedom of speech in America and the response to Charlie Kirk's death.
Yeah.
Not once did you mention that we were going to talk about CNN or whatever. Had I known that, I probably wouldn't have accepted this interview. You have invited me on many times, and I tell you, Piers, I know you. I would come on your show, but I don't do panels. And so when you said I'm not going to be involved in a panel, I agreed to come on your show. But I thought you would also stick by the subjects that you told me that you were going to talk about.
Just to be clear,
rather than try to ambush me with something.
Just to be clear,
So,
you and I haven't. Just to be clear, you and I haven't had any conversation about your appearance here. You're talking about my team talking to you.
Get him, Piers.
Yeah, no, and I saw you, Piers, in a restaurant, and I said, hey, Piers, good to see you. Yeah. I would come on your show, but I don't do panels.
Right.
And I said the same thing to your bookers.
There's only one.
And so when I asked you, right. Okay, and so, yes, and I said that's why I agreed to do it. But when you asked me, or when your team asked me what subjects, and I asked them 2 or 3 times, I have the text messages, what do you want to cover? Not once was CNN mentioned. So I don't appreciate being ambushed. But let me answer your question.
Hang on one second. Don, hang on 1 second.
Wait a minute.
Let's just be crystal clear about what's just happened. You brought up the subject of cancel culture. I asked you, did you feel your departure from CNN was an example of that? And you answered the question. And I think it's perfectly reasonable.
And I answered the question.
Perfectly reasonable in that if you said to me, I don't want to talk about it, fine. No, but hang on, sorry. You said what you're going to say. By the way, we don't, Don, we don't edit.
I don't like arguing like this. I'm not going to get into an argument with you. Piers, I think that's completely disingenuous. And I think anyone watching that...
What are you talking about?
And so if you will let me, if you will allow me, please
What are you talking about?
Okay, did you invite me here to interrupt me, or are you going to let me?
I think you're being a complete dick, if I'm honest with you.
Okay.
I do.
Well, that's very kind and respectful of you.
Well. This is what happens when Don Lemonfingers doesn't have his teleprompter for him to read the talking points or his earpiece feeding him lines. Clearly, he cannot develop a thought for himself. He has to have a lot of preparation beforehand. I hope I get to run into Don Lemonfingers in the streets and do a street interview so that I can call him a moron to his face and that he is a dick. You can't make this up. Shout out to Piers Morgan for doing some real journalism. It's a lot better than that damn legacy media. Boy, Don Lemonfinger, you cry more, man.